Welcome, brothers and sisters, to another segment of our story. Tonight we are going to embark upon a debate that has been echoed throughout the ghettos for years, a debate which has earned the distinction of being the most controversial issue of modern times, that has displaced the respect and honor the black community has earned over the years since emancipation. Hip-hoppers join with the oppressors, cut past the rhetoric. Hip-hop is a weapon that the oppressors have taken control of to destroy the black race. Brother Brandon, Brother D1, why is it and how can you defend the degradation that hip-hop has created in our culture and in our community?
Because when you see me, you call me the hip-hop generation. So therefore, I don't have a choice but to be called the hip-hop generation. So in defending this, I'm defending myself. I think hip-hop is an artistic expression that was birthed out of rebellion. It was created out of people who were disenfranchised, people who were rebelling, and they had no choice, and they gravitated toward hip-hop, creating this art form to speak out and to speak their mind. But at the very core of it, hip-hop is still hip-hop, and hip-hop is not the cause for any other the wrong or any other the demoralization that's going on within the young people. At least I don't agree.
I have to say I agree with what Brandon said, because whether or not people agree, hip-hop is the voice of the youth. And it wasn't like that previously, but for the 80s, the 90s, and now the 2000 generation, it's definitely the voice of the youth. And since I'm a part of hip-hop, what I realize is that we don't create anything that isn't there already. We don't create this disrespect for women. We don't create this this misogynistic culture that we're in. We don't create this this materialistic culture that we're in. Hip-hop artists simply portray that.
My biggest problem is when the young people are riding around in their cars with it blasting loud, and they're saying BH and everything else, but kids are on the back seat listening at it.
I think it's a combination. I think it's part of the community's responsibility to make it such that we as consumers, as people who buy this rap music, the youngsters and the people who are listening to this in the back of the cars, to where they realize that no, that's not the way you're supposed to be living. Just because you hear this rap artist talk about it, that's the parent's job before the rap artist. Because if the parent wasn't playing that music, the child wouldn't be sitting there, and they wouldn't.
Now that is a tactic of the devil. Gonna charge the victim with the crime. Is what you're actually talking about. Yes, sir.
But entertainment across the board. I mean, just to point the finger at rap music and say that rap is the cause. I mean, rap is a fruit of a problem that's rooted way deeper than rap music itself. If we come up with a conclusion today to eliminate rap music right now, we just took one fruit off the tree. Pretty soon another fruit gonna be there because you didn't destroy the root. The root is deeper. The root is the parents. The root is the disenfranchisement of the community. The root is the poor people. That's the root.
How do you think, or what makes you think that this is going to uplift our community?
See, the problem with me is I'm an artist, I'm a visual artist, I'm a media artist, and so I look at the side of being an artist, and I think that every time black artists produce, it's seen upon with two eyesights. It's either to uplift the community or to degrade the community. It's only seen from those two eyesights, and the minute we have that argument, the minute we do that, we just eliminated all our artistic expression, because we saying that as black artists, we can only create two forms of art. That's the uplift or the degrade. And it's like, you putting all these rappers up against this standpoint that's saying your art is gotta help my kids. Your art has to uplift my neighborhood. Your art has to.
One thing about music, when it hit, you feel no pain. White folks say it controls your brain. I know better than that. That's game, man. We ready for that. Two soldiers head of the pack. Matter of fact, who got the and where my army at? Rather attack and not react.